Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist with Camping World, and today we're going to go over the 2018 Satellite 16KS. This is an awesome couples coach. In my opinion, it's great for entertaining as well, and it's lightweight. It's just over 3,000 pounds and just over 20 foot long. Let's start off right up front here. So this is why I say it's great at entertaining, because your entire front end is one giant U-dinette. And I like this for a couple different reasons. One is exactly that. If you have friends, family over, you can sit a ton of people around here. You know, you can play a game together, have a meal together, just be able to sit down and relax. You know, maybe it's getting late outside, you want to come in and play a board game. You can do that in this floor plan. The other thing I like about it, they went away a little bit. Most of the industry is going to a leatherette. I like the fact that they went to a cloth and they owned it. It's a super comfortable cloth they have on here. It's nice and soft. And it just gives more of a almost residential feel. So I do kind of like that they went that route. Also, you'll see the cushions right in here are curved. And I'll show you a little bit where the TV is located, but this is pretty much perfect. You can sit right here and you have a straight shot to the TV, just being able to sit back and relax. Or if you want to drop this table down so both people can lay here, you can do that. Or if you want guests to stay the night. You know, when this table drops down, this bed is easily large enough for 2 adults, which is really cool. If you need to plug anything in, you'll also see there's an electrical outlet right down below there. So you're able to plug in a laptop, tablet, you know, anything else you need to plug in. And right over here, take a look at this. Right as soon as you walk in, you have that storage space. My opinion, that's perfect for your shoes. You walk in, you kick your shoes off underneath there, and that way they're tucked out of the way. Of course, you know, when you own it, you can put whatever you want in there, but that's probably what I would do. If we take a look right over here, so as I mentioned, you have that straight shot to the TV. They put a sticker right here so you know that there's a mounting bracket right there, so you know exactly where to mount the TV, or a backer I should say, so you know where to mount the TV there. Your connections for that will be right up top here. You'll see right down below, you have these AV cables. Those are actually connected to this Multimedia Center right here. So this unit controls the speakers in here as well as the speakers outside. It's a radio, CD, and DVD player. So if you want to watch a movie, plug those cables in the back of the TV, put the DVD right in there, and you're good. You'll notice the rest of your controls are here as well. You have your tank monitoring panel there with your pump and your water heater. Do note that your water heater runs off both propane and electric. You can turn both of those on at the same time for higher recovery. You also see your power awning there, your slide out control. This one is equipped with the Wi-Fi Ranger 2, which is really cool. It's a nice Wi-Fi booster. If you take a look underneath, you'll see some additional storage there. Right across the way here is the slide out kitchen. You'll see up top, you have the convection microwave, which I think is a great idea, especially in a smaller camper like this, because when you have the combination unit, it really allows you to open up storage in the rest of the kitchen. Plus your convection cooks faster than your standard oven, and it's way easier to clean. Right underneath that, you have a 4 cubic foot 3-way fridge. Again, that's a cool option to have in here. If you like to do a lot of boondocking, you can take this out and you can run the fridge off your battery. You don't have to run propane. You'll see that the thermostat is right here on the outside as well, so it is quite easy to adjust. Right next to that is your countertop. You'll see you have a little bit of countertop space over to the side here, as well as some in the back. What I do like is the fact they put the electrical outlet right there, as they have this nice little area here for a coffee maker, toaster, blender, whatever else you want to plug in. You see you have a single bowl sink here with your high-rise faucet and the 2-burner cooktop right next to that. You have a window in the back to let in some natural light and an LED light right here, so that way you have nice bright light at night. You have LED lights throughout, as you would expect, because they don't put out near the heat and use a fraction of the power. Going across the top, you see some additional storage right there. Might be a nice place for, you know, some of your like cups, or if you want a little extra pantry space, maybe spices. I'd certainly put my spices up there. Then if we take a look right down below in the rest of the slide here, this is all storage throughout, which is great. Right underneath the sink, you have this big storage area right here. This is probably the largest storage spot in your kitchen. You know, if you want, you can use this for pots and pans. It's probably a good spot. If you can manage to fit a small trash can in there, you do have enough room for a trash can as well. Right next to that, I always say that a kitchen's not complete without 2 large drawers, and you certainly have that here. 2 very large full extension ball bearing drawers, plenty of room for your silverware. Then your larger utensils too, like your spatulas, knives, things like that nature. A little bit of storage across the bottom. You actually have 3 doors. There's another one right underneath the fridge. They're all about the same size there. But you know, they didn't have to do that. A lot of manufacturers would have just put a panel up there to save a little bit of money. But I like the fact that they at least gave you the option to store some extra things down there. If you take a quick look at the ceiling here, you will see you have a 13.5K BTU AC. Folks, that will keep this coach, just only 20 foot 2 inches long, nice and cool even in the hottest of months. You'll also see you have a strip of LED lights going all the way down. And then right up top here you have a vent in case you want to open up some windows and have some airflow without running the AC. If we take a look over to this side, this is the wet bath. You have a mirror on the back of the door here. So we take a look inside. You'll see that your shower pan is built right into the floor, makes it nice and easy. Over to this side there is your foot flush lever toilet. And then up across the way is your sink here. You will see the faucet built into that. Right in the back is your hand wand, so that just comes up like so. Makes it super simple and quick to shower off. And then you can store your soap and shampoo right over there. LED light up top, so you can have a lot of lights, nice and bright, even if you're showering at night. And then right up front, or rather in the back, I'm sorry, right here is your queen bed. So this is the main bed in the camper. Now because this RV is 6.5 foot wide, it's not a full residential queen, but the nice thing about being a 6.5 foot wide camper, folks, that means that you can tow this easily with a smaller tow vehicle. A lot of times you don't have to get mirror extensions. You can still see around the sides. You'll see you have windows on both sides there as well. And then right underneath, you will also notice you have a nice big storage area down there, as well as your furnace. So that way it'll stay nice and toasty for you at night. You know, just make sure you don't put anything flammable too close to the furnace there at nighttime. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a quick look at some of the outside features on the 2018 Satellite 16KS. Starting right up front there, you'll see it does have a power tongue jack, which makes it nice and easy to connect and disconnect from the tow vehicle. You have a light on there at night too, LED light, so that way if you need some extra visibility at night, just flip a switch and you're good to go. Directly behind that's your 20-pound propane tank. It does come with a cover, and then behind that as well are the rails for your battery box. You'll also see you have the black diamond plating coming up the front here, which will help protect your front end from some of the rocks and debris that will get thrown up by your tow vehicle. As we come around to the side, you'll see that this is a fully laminated product on here, which is great. Despite this one being a little bit dirty, it does make it a lot easier to clean. Right down here, you have your ZAMP solar prep. So that way, you know, again, we had the 3-way fridge in there. If you want solar, if you're planning on doing boondocking, all you have to do is buy the portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. We open this compartment up, you'll see it is magnetic, so it's super simple. Just fold it up, it stays right up there. And then if we get down in here, there is a light so we can see. Now if you take a look up front, that goes back a really long ways right up there. So if you do have some longer items, you can have them go toward the front. Right here though, we have some good extra storage. And right next to this LED light, there is a battery disconnect there. That's a really nice feature. That way, instead of constantly having to get in that battery box, we can just flip this disconnect and kill all power to the RV. Another big feature, I have 2 things right here, these 2 stickers. These are both really cool. The first one is that this unit is equipped with a Wi-Fi Ranger, which is basically a Wi-Fi booster. So if you're at a campground that has Wi-Fi, you can turn that on. It will boost the signal, basically create your own little network right around this RV that has a firewall built in. Even though it's using the campground's Wi-Fi, it does have that firewall to help protect you. So that is a nice feature to have there. Right underneath that, you will also see that this now has a 3-year limited structural warranty, folks. That's huge. 3 years, one of the industry's best. So if you're looking to get into a product and you want to make sure the manufacturer's standing behind it, it certainly is right there. Large power awning here. Just touch a button to roll this out. Same thing to go right back in. This one does have an adjustable pitch. You can play with these pins right here. Right now it's about halfway. So, you know, I can raise it up, I can raise it back down, so you can raise the whole awning up or just one side so you naturally have water running off one way or the other. You'll also see you have an LED light strip there. Just touch a button to turn that on. That way you don't have to get up and hang up your Christmas lights on here, unless, of course, you really want to. One of the other nice features, take a look at the side, folks. You'll see you don't have any vents on this side. Your refrigerator vent, your furnace, everything is on the off-door side, meaning that this will be an excellent camp space. Getting into the 16KS will be nice and simple. You have a single foldable aluminum step. Cool thing about aluminum is it won't rust, so you'll have a great looking step there. You also notice there's some grip tape on there. That in conjunction with the foldable grab handle here makes sure you have excellent control when entering or exiting the RV. And a foldable grab handle, folks, on an RV this size, that's, I know it seems like a small feature, but most manufacturers wouldn't do that. They would save the money, they just have a single grab one here. So I do like the fact you have the larger grab handle. Right underneath that, you see you have double electrical outlets, so if you need to plug in a cell phone or maybe you have a crock pot or something you want to plug in, you can set a table up in here, maybe off to the side a little bit over here, you can certainly do that. And then take a look at the wheels there. Again, aluminum alloy wheels. Huge advantage of that is the same thing as the step, it's not going to rust on you. Not only does it look great now, but it will continue to look great for the life of the RV. And then you also have nitrogen-filled tires there, which hopefully will hold that tire pressure for a longer period of time. Right up on the side, you do see this one has 2 outside speakers. Those are controlled by the Multimedia Center inside, but that unit is Bluetooth capable. So that way, if you want to sit here underneath the awning and be able to use your phone to control it, you can certainly do that. Right in the back here, again, nice magnet, holds it up, but now that you have that big storage in the front, take a look at this huge storage here in the back. That's a big storage area, folks, especially when you had that extra one in the front there. Any much larger items like big grills, larger chairs, things like that, you can sneak in right back here. When we come around to the very back of the RV, you'll see this one does have your steel tubular bumper on there with your caps. That way you have a spot to store your sewer hose. Attached to that is your spare tire. Hopefully you never have to use this, but in the event that you do, it's a great peace of mind knowing that it's riding right back here for you. And the cool thing about this construction when it comes to satellite, I mentioned it's a fully laminated product. One of the things I didn't mention though, this piece of fiberglass right here, folks, this goes up on top of the roof and down the front. It is one piece fiberglass the whole way. The big advantage of that is it helps prevent water intrusion. As we all know, the #1 spot that water comes in at in an RV is from the roof. So by having that one piece, you have less seams going across where normally you'd have a membrane attached. And because of the curvature of the roof line, the water naturally wants to run to the front and the back again, where you don't have those seams going across. So that is a big benefit when it comes to construction methods. When you come around to the side here, you'll see this one does have a 30 amp detachable power cord there, cable and TV inlet right below. You also have this docking station back here. This is, again, kind of a nice feature. You don't see this very often on this size of RV, where everything is nice and convenient and stored right in this little area. You have the outside shower here with both hot and cold water access, black tank flush right underneath that, so it's easy to wash out your black tank. Right over here, you have an option. If you want to fill up your tanks, you can flip the blue lever up or have it down for city water. And if you ever forget, you see you have a nice little legend right there, a light, of course, as well as a water pump can be turned on there as well. Right down beneath here, you will see your termination there with your gray valve. And then right up front is your black. You'll see the second termination right here for the black. Now where I showed you where the water hookups are, if you want to, or if you need to do gravity fill to fill your water tanks, you do have this option right here as well. So again, if you're out boondocking, you just need to fill the tanks, you can do it right there. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is a 2018 Satellite 16KS. If you're interested in this RV and you'd like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description below. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.